And we begin tonight with breaking news involving that missing 91-year-old woman. And this breaking news is actually good news. After a nearly day-long search, the St. Joe County woman who had been missing since early this morning has been found alive. Nandia Tavernier was located by St. Joe County Police horse posse members in a cornfield just north of Jackson Road and east of Beach shortly after 9 o'clock tonight. News Center 16's Barbara Harrington joins us live from the scene with the very latest on this positive ending to this massive search. And Barbara, you're smiling, and I imagine everybody involved in this story is smiling right now.
You know, they really are, Terry. You put it best, a happy ending to this story. You couldn't have asked for anything more. Police started searching for Tavernier around 10 this morning. Nearly 12 hours later, they found her in this cornfield surrounded by a wooded area, and remarkably, the sheriff says she was in good condition. So a very happy ending. Now, this all started early this morning around 2. Tavernier was last seen in her home around that time, a room at Dolly's house, which is over on Ireland, not too far from where she ended up being found. Now, sometime after 2, she wandered away from the residence, which she has done before. So a very dire situation. 91 years old. Police say she does appear to have some form of dementia, so they were called to the scene to help search for her. They started out on foot. They also drove around in squad cars, but they quickly realized this was going to take more to track her down. So they called in the sheriff's posse to start searching on horseback. They also brought in ATVs, dogs, and even a plane from the Indiana State Police to help find Tavernier out here. And they were about to call this search off. They had decided when nightfall came they were going to call it quits, come back out tomorrow morning, but that's when 3 riders from the sheriff's posse decided they were going to check one more area, a cornfield over off Jackson Road, and that's when they saw a footprint.
One of our officers dismounted from his horse, started looking around, decided to walk into the corn a little bit, and found her standing. And she was able to walk on her own, supported, out to the edge of the woods there, and very confused and obviously a little bit dehydrated, but the ambulance personnel said her blood pressure looks good. She's drinking, so she's going to go to the hospital, get checked out.
Absolutely remarkable that she was standing, talking. Aside from that dehydration and a few scrapes and cuts, it appears she's going to be okay. She's now at a St. Joseph County hospital with her family. Now, the sheriff says they really could not have done this without the residents who live in this area. When they first heard that Tavernier was missing, they put out a call to A Child is Missing, and that's a national organization. They then put out a recorded call alerting neighbors in an 8-mile radius that Tavernier was missing. And that just drew residents out of their homes on horseback, bicycle, foot, and they helped police cover a lot of ground tonight. So the sheriff is very thankful. He says they truly could not have done it without them. It was a community effort out here tonight, and boy, did it pay off.
Yeah, I've been around, that sheriff's posse since I was a kid, and they're not just for show. You know, they're at the fair, they come out to the Notre Dame tailgaters, but they really played an important role. And with the corn as high as it is, this was really a big find tonight.
It really was, Terry. I'm 5'4", and the corn is taller than me. You know, Tavernier appeared to be a little bit shorter, a petite woman, so they really could not have done it without that horseback riders out here. And the sheriff says that was really key. He does not think they could have located her as quickly on foot, and that's a huge issue. If she had waited till tomorrow morning, if they hadn't located her until then, she could have been severely dehydrated, and that could have caused far more problems for her tonight.
Shows what can happen when a community puts its mind and will together to make something happen. Barbara Harrington.
It does it.
Barbara Harrington reporting live tonight from St. Joe County. Barbara, thanks a lot for that report.